Good morning, good morning. Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? Let's get together, let's get this charts ready for the day. I got my coffee here ready to go. Got some good sleep last night. Got a good setup on the charts already. I mean, what else do we want? Everything's pretty much set up for us to win today, man. I'm actually on some shorts right now as we speak. On futures, I entered for this massive red candle here. My entry's about here right now. And I'm just looking for a small scalp to the downside here, 1-to-1. Just a quick scalp. That's all I need for my futures account. And I'm up pretty good on that one. I'll show you guys real quick. We up on that one right now. Scalping the short move. And yeah, we're just gonna get these charts ready, man. Let me set this up for us right here. Yeah, we cut this move to the downside. As soon as I woke up, I saw the computer and I was like, oh shit, there's a good setup. There's an A+ setup on here. And as soon as I got up, I saw it. I just took it. Let's follow that up. Yeah, trail that all the way down. I think we could go a little bit lower. Let me give it a little bit more space. I think we can go a little lower today. Oh shit. Oh no, buyers is turning up. Alright. We'll put this aside for now. Let's jump on the TradingView charts. Let's get that popping right now. Let's set up our charts for the day. You see, we got a lot of lines here. I got a lot of things going on. Let's remove everything, all the indicators. Let's remove the drawings, the lines, the trends. Take this off. It's no longer useful. Everything that's no longer useful, we're going to remove. This is from yesterday. Remove that. So I could keep this. I could keep some of these trend lines from yesterday. So you can see we're kind of trending down here. On the Nasdaq, really strong selling here into this yesterday's close. So we know price could bounce off of this level, right? The previous day close is a price, or it's a level where price likes to either bounce as use it as support, or it could find resist. It could break through and find resistance at yesterday's close. That's why this dotted line is there. So this is why I'm looking for price to come down here, and I'm gonna close my trade as soon as we get down there. Close my trade a little bit closer to it, like there, right? So let's go straight up to the hourly time frame. Let's mark up our charts. Okay. I want to kind of mark up just the most recent support resistance. Okay, we got resistance there, and we got resistance here. I want to say here. Okay, recent beans, because this high broke this low, right? This high broke this low, so this is going to be a strong area of resistance, or a supply zone, if you will. Okay. All right. And we pretty much got the same support from yesterday down here. Well, we could keep that the same. What else? We do have another support zone down here at the low of this candle. We had a massive move up overnight, so yeah, I'm looking for this to act as support, possibly, as we're coming down into it. Well, that's pretty much it. I think we're good to go. Let me remove this. I will just keep just the top trend off of this one, because we got one touch here, right? The reason why I'm placing that there is because we got one touch here on the highs. We got another touch here at this high, and we're coming down into it, so this could act as support. So I want to mark that green, because that could be used as support as we're coming down into it. Oh, nice. My trade's about to stop me out. Come on, just a little further. Just a little further. Why you teasing me like that, yo? Damn, you're teasing me, yo. You're teasing me. They teasing me, yo. It almost hit my take profit. Why the teasing, yo? Dang. All right. Okay, so I think the NQ is pretty much ready to go. If you guys have any questions at any point in the stream, feel free to type them in the chat, so that I can answer your questions and try to clear any confusion. Other than that, let's sit tight and let's get to the S&P now. On the hourly, same thing here we did on the NQ, and we're just gonna remove. We're kind of in the same spot here as well, so we're just gonna remove some of the lines that got broken. Okay, we're gonna just keep it nice and simple, nice and clean looking chart. Okay. So if this market's coming down, we're probably gonna take out these lows today. Probably taking out these lows today. Okay, I got out of that trade. I saw it starting to reverse, so I just had to close that trade real quick. We already up today. 1100 on the day. All right, I'm done on futures. That's it for me. Perfect trade. All right, let's go mark again. The same thing we did here. We marked this high as well, because this high broke this low, meaning, right, that's I'm looking at the market structure, so you might not see what I'm talking about, but this is the market structure. So the market moves in like it moves up and down as it's going down and as it's going up, right? You see it going up, but it's going down as well. So the market just doesn't go in a straight line like this, not very often. So what it does as it's going up and down is creating support and resistance. And right here we have a support that was broken into by the sellers. So this is a strong point right here for the sellers. So that's why I'm marking up this line here, because there is a point of control for sellers, right? So if the price comes back here to this area, to this price, I want to look to sell as well. Right? So that's the reason why we're marking that up. So we'll do the same thing here. We'll get on the ES and mark that up. Okay, what else do we got here? Do we got any other trend lines? Maybe have one coming down here. I like to see at least 3 touches on the trend line before I validate them. But here we got actually quite a few. One here, here, a couple times here. So we got a valid trend line here. I don't know if this is going to be support resistance. So I'll mark that up orange. Okay, and what else? Okay, and I mostly use the hourly time frame when I'm doing my analysis for the morning. We could use the daily time frame as well. That's another thing we could do. Okay, to know kind of where price is sitting at. Let's add our indicators here as well. Put the indicator now on that we have all our lines or drawings set up for the day. This one's missing one. Let's add smart money concepts. Let's go. There we go. All right, so we got supply up here on the daily. And we have a strong support down here. There we go. So we could see the market pull back. We have been right in the ES. I can see that we have been trading inside this candle range. Inside this candle range, from the low of that candle to the high of that candle, we have been trading inside this candle range for a couple of days now. Okay, this is the 3rd day. So, and we haven't broke above, right? We haven't broke above the high of this candle for 3 days. So, if it hasn't done it in 3 days and it's been breaking above each candle every single day it's been breaking above, and now we reached a high point where it tried for 3 days to break above and it couldn't. Now I'm looking for market to come down and break below. Right, it's letting us know that this strength is now weak. This market is weak right now up here, right? And that's why we can kind of see this channel is kind of downward, right? It's pointing down, right? We don't have a channel here pointing sorry, it's not pointing up, right? It's pointing down. So this has a bearish tendency on this market. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's Let's go back down to the hourly time frame. And okay, let's go down here. Okay, so we're probably gonna come down, take out these lows. We get planned to sell here as supply. Mark this up, right? Mark the supply zone. The reason why I'm marking this because once I change time frames, this zone is gonna probably disappear once I go down to the 15 or 5 minutes. Well, it's still there, but it's not the same size. It's still there. Okay. So if we come back up here, price comes back up here, I'm looking to go short. If we break support, I'm going short. Does that make sense? Okay, and okay, all right, let's go back down. Let's go down to the 15 here on the NQ as well. 15 on the ES. Okay, and it seems like we're finding support right here at the low of this trend line. Finding support down here. Okay, this is why we drew this line for it. Because what happened? We could find support down here. Alrighty, let's take this off here. Alright, so I say our chart's pretty much good to go. I like to kind of sit at the 5-minute time frame. Look at support resistance. This here was support. We broke below. This here was support. We broke below. This here was support. We broke below. So we have a downtrend. So I want to keep that kind of mentality as I watch the market move, is to look for sells, look for the market to sell off, look for areas of supply, sell at resistance, right? Buy at support, sell at resistance, and get out at previous levels of resistance where it becomes support, right? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we're doing here. Pretty much all we're doing here. All right, now we just sit and wait. It's 9:24. Market's about to open in 6 minutes. So if you're ready, great. If you're not, you need to grab your coffee, grab a water, grab whatever you need. Let's get right before the market opens. And while we sit here and wait, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just kind of chilling here, waiting for the market to open. So it's gonna kick back for a little bit. How you guys doing today, y'all? Y'all having a good morning so far? Let's turn out. Let's turn out. We got news here at 10:30. Not too worried about this one. Gotta watch out at 2 p.m. Market will be going crazy at this time, so we gotta be very careful here. 2 p.m. 2:30. Just trying to keep the stream short and sweet today. Hopefully, be done by like 10:30. You know, try to at least catch one good trade for the day. If we can manage to do that, then I feel like we would have succeeded. It's 9:29. Market's about to open. $9.29. Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Market's going crazy. Market's going crazy. Oh shit. This joint going wild, yo. This joint going wild, man. Move to the downside. Strong move. Strong selling into the open. Hey. Let's look at the Qs here real quick. I want to see if we have a gap. And no, we don't. Yeah, we don't have a gap. Well, we do have one above here, but not right here where we're at. Still have a small gap here on the Qs, but I'm not worried about that right now. Market's selling off. Reserve. Okay, so this is going back to what we're saying. We're seeing market break support, break support, break support. Right, very bearish. We want to sell at previous highs. We want to sell up here maybe, or maybe we want to sell up here. Ooh, look at that wick, right? We bounced off yesterday's closing price and also tapping into this trend line here. Right, it's kind of like double the support. Very strong rejection here, going back up. Be careful here. It's FOMC day, so market can be crazy today. Let's be cautious. Let's be smart, and let's pick our trades wisely today, please. Buenas, buenas. Okay, so right now, as we're waiting, okay, we can mark up our low. This is a low right here. And we're gonna mark up our range, opening range for the day. Will let us know where the market's going to go. Still seeing sellers kind of just hold this midway point from this high to this low. And midway point, the 0.5 is the midway point. Do the same thing here on the ES. Is mark our opening range. Today's gonna be a tricky day, man. I don't know if you can see it already, but look at this candle. All right, this candle's giving like whiplash, right? Runs down, runs back up. So I'm just saying, I try to call it early so everybody's aware of what kind of day we're having today. Everybody be cautious. Protect your money. Avoid taking super trades or jumping in when the market's not, it's not too good. I'm out of all my trades right now, so I'm just chilling right now. I'm relaxing, just kind of watching price move. I would like to see a push up here to the supply zone so I can look for some shorts. Would be nice, would be nice. Sellers coming in again. Trying another push lower. But inside that range, I don't know, man. It's very risky jumping in inside this. Very risky. Sellers just getting stronger here. Now here's a problem with selling as price is attempting to go lower, right? This is a problem. And when price came down here last, right, it jumped right back up, came all the way up here. So that's a problem. That's a problem with selling as price is moving lower. Right? That's a problem with selling as price is moving lower, because if you sell down here, now you're caught. You have a terrible entry, pretty much. Just to put it simply, right? You have a terrible entry down here if you're selling as market's coming down. When you compare it to possibly waiting for price to go up, right? Go up here, finding a better entry up here for market to go down. If you wait for it long enough, market's gonna eventually come up here. Maybe not even today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually price is gonna come back here, and it's eventually gonna come back up here as well, right? Because there's a lot of orders being filled here. That's why there's a big move to the downside. There's a strong volume of orders getting in here, and it's making price move. Okay, so if we just wait for it, we just patient. Okay, what if it goes lower? Well, it goes lower. You know, it's okay missing out some of the moves. I don't need to catch every single move up and down. I'm just looking to catch the ones that I know how to catch. I took it short here. I took it short here earlier before market open. And I took it because I saw a good setup. It's a good. My strategy was presented itself here at this moment. We had a nice pullback to the 21. Okay, we had a nice engulfing red candle here. This could have been a re-entry, right? If you didn't enter, you have sometimes second entries. Catch a small scalp to the downside. That's all you need. Okay. What other way could I sold this market? Well, we have a bit of a support line here that we broke. We can go short down here as well. There's many different ways that you can sell a market. You have a fair value gap up here as well. You could put your entry about halfway or so. And put an entry midway. Like around here. Enter there. On shorts. That's another way as well. You can sell this market. But right now, where it's at, I wouldn't recommend no shorts down here. No shorts, unless we break below. Right? Unless we break below, and then find some level of resistance either here to go lower or here. See this right here? See what's going on? This is what I was saying. It's a terrible idea to sell down here. Sell down here and then you get caught at the bottom. And now price is going up, where maybe a good buy would have been alright, but now you're caught on sells, chasing the market lower. Now it rips, takes you out, you take a loss. Okay. You gotta learn to switch your mindset, change your mindset, change the way you think. Because the first instinct to do when the market's coming down is just to sell it, right? The only reason why I sold it here is because of my strategy is telling me that I can enter, right? This scenario that played out often works. That's what the strategy means. It's a pattern that repeats itself day after day. Okay. Now down here is a different story. It's not the same setup. Down here, selling down here is not the same setup as selling up here, right? Because in here we just got in a break of structure. Yeah, we did down here too, but you're closer to a support, right? You're close to the previous day price. We're close to this trend line coming down here, this green support line, right? So what does that tell me? Well, that's telling me clearly that I shouldn't buy where price is reacting from. It's reacting bullish from, right? Price is reacting bearish here. So when it touches it again, it could act bullish from it. Because now we crossed over that line. So that's why I marked this up. Look what happened here. I could have taken some buys there if I wanted to, but I'd rather go with the trend. You know, I'd rather wait for the better setup. You know, I don't mind waiting. I don't want waiting for price to come to me. Let price come to me. Come find me. You know what I'm saying? Let it come find me. And if it comes find me, well, I'll take a nice short. I'll keep my wrist tight. And then maybe we could catch another move to the downside. Because this is still a downtrend. Now this is turning into a range right here. Look at the choppiness we're getting already. This is turning into a range right here. Can you start to see it? It's turning into a range there. So what a range means is exactly what it sounds like. It's a range with, you know, it's a distance and price set where we continue to bounce back and forth from. It's ranging from it. Okay, so price is coming to where we're expecting it to go, into this supply zone. Stepping into that supply zone. Okay. Now we might not reach that supply zone because look at here at the ES. We're looking here at the ES. We can see that the price here already reached the supply zone. And sometimes what happens is it starts to drag down, even though the NQ hasn't made it there, because the ES sometimes will start to move down, can drag down the NQ as well. So this is something that I like to be aware of. That's why I keep these two side by side. Right? ES already has supply. Do now I want to buy a position here? No. Right? It's too late to buy now. We're in a downtrend, so I'm expecting by the time price gets here, your potential reward is so tight, it's so small for the potential risk. The potential risk is, so this would be the trade. If you went long up here, so you're like, all right, it's going up, I'm going to go long. This would be your potential risk, and this would be probably your potential reward. See how small your reward is compared to your risk? Right? That's the problem there. That you have more risk than you have reward if you go long here. We're on a downtrend. That's a supply zone. Like, there should be no reason why you need to go long here. If you just wait for your setup, you'll be fine. Let's see here on the 15. Let's place our downtrend line here. Let's bring this down back to the 5. There you go. Alright, we're getting a push up here. Let's wait for that sell signal to come in. Hopefully we get it. Hopefully we get it. Whoa, you see that? Holy moly, what's going on? What is going on with this market? You're getting a lot of sellers here. Whoa. Whoa, that was nasty. That was nasty. That was nasty, man. That's FOMC day for you. Welcome. Welcome to the FOMC. This is the kind of price action we typically get. Some range. See what happened here? We tapped into the supply zone on the ES, but we didn't do it on the NQ. You see that? I literally called that. I told you, we might not even get in here. We might not even get into the supply zone because the ES will drag this motherfucker down. That's what the ES will do. There it is. That's the range I was talking about. There's a range here. We're getting chopped up. We gotta wait till price breaks out of this range and gives us something good, something worth the risk. I guess we're going right back up again. Careful here, guys. Careful here. This is our opening range for the day. We got our opening day range right there. All right, so I'm gonna take this out. Actually, I'm gonna take this out. All right. So what's going on, everybody here today? What's good? Cambia esa música. Épico. I'll ponerle. It has to be copyrighted, guys. It has to be copyright. No copyrighted music. So it has to be some kind of soundtrack or something like that. But I got you, brother. I got you. It has to be not copyrighted, non-copyrighted. See, let's try something a little bit more upbeat. We need some energy today, y'all. We need to turn up today on this trashy ass FOMC day. Hey, let's go.
Reversing.
I'm trying a quick long here. I think we might push back up, right? Because we're in a range. We're range bound. We're range bound. And we tapped into this low, right? We tapped into this low. We're probably going back up here. Okay. So we're probably going to take out this high. If we take out this high, I'm out. A quick little scalp from here to here. From here to here. There we go. There we go. As soon as we push above that high, I'm out. I'm super out, man. It's just a quick scalp. I'm in and out. In and out. There we go. Easy scalp. Easy scalp. Easy scalp. From there to there. Quick. Get in, get out. Yeah, I'm out already. I took my money and I ran. Quick scalp, man. That's all we need. We need just a little piece of the pie. Why? Well, we're bearish. We came down here. It's looking, right? Selling is looking weak. Because look at this move down. Just to sweep the low. It's just searching liquidity now just to go back up. Right? If this is really going to go down, we would at least had another red candle here trying to form. But instead, we left this long wick down here. And then we got a green candle. And then we also looking at SPY. We seen the buyers kind of just, right? We seen the volume in buyers kind of grow as we're going up here, right? So cut a quick long here to here, in and out. That's it. I'm done. That's it. That's all I need. I'm up 14 on the day. That's good for me today. I can close that. I can log out of that account. Call it a day, right? Quick scalp there, man. Now look, see, we tapped into the supply zone. Now it's looking what? It's looking weak. Still green, still a green candle, so we don't know yet if we're still stuck inside this range. All right. What's going on, everybody? Yo, anybody got any questions so far? Remember, I'm telling you guys, I want to motivate you guys to ask questions, y'all, because this is how we learn. This is what we're learning. All right? If you don't ask questions, then it's gonna be pretty tough to kind of pick up on what you're seeing, right? Waiting, just waiting. Yep. Same thing here. Waiting is how we make money. Waiting is how we make money. We gotta close above the 15-minute range, but we tapping into the supply zone, so we want to be careful going long here. Right, we got a supply zone here, and we have a downtrend here, so we should be looking to sell if possible, but we definitely want to see sellers be stronger than these buyers. Right? So far, this red candle is not very strong right now, which is kind of saying, okay, we could still go higher. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is out of demand zone, which means it could start going up. If the VIX goes up, then the Nasdaq will go down. Go back to normal. All right, sounds good. Yeah, feel free, man. Ask away. Ask away, brother. Yep. We're still kind of caught in this chop, guys. So just another friendly reminder to be careful. Uh, these market conditions aren't really the best to make money. Um, you want to be a little careful here. I try to trade only until 11 most days, 9:30 to 11 in the morning. So today I got on a little earlier because I knew it was FOMC day, and good thing I did because I caught this move down, caught this short here, and if I would have waited till 9:30 to come and trade, this is what I would have been trading this chop, right? So this is why I came a little earlier. And I said, you know what? Let me trade before the open, because once the market open, it's going to be trash. Okay, so if you want to learn anything from me, make sure you pick this up, right? FOMC. Once you see FOMC announcement, this is usually on Wednesdays. It's actually always on Wednesdays. When you see this, if you can trade early, well, you have to be on futures to trade earlier than 9:30. But if you're trading futures and you see FOMC at 2 p.m., I try to trade early before the market open, where the market sometimes it's gonna tend to be smoother. It's gonna be easier to make your money, and you're gonna be done early. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'm up 1,400. I'm done. I'm freaking done. I don't even have to be here right now, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This is chop. And look at this range. It's just, you know. So pick that up, write it down. FOMC announcements. Look out for those. So Jose, what account did you open? Options or futures? They're the sellers. Sellers at supply. I don't know if you see this, but you can make your entry into your supply zone. You could just put your entry in the supply zone. That's something that you could do. You don't always have to wait for confirmation. unless you feel like maybe the price action is a little bit unclear and you kind of need that confirmation, then by all means, yeah, wait for it. But I'm just saying, like, there's some cases where, like this case right here, where price tapped into the supply zone and just quickly moved down, right? This is a good confirmation because we got a hammer candle, so allowing you to enter pretty close to the supply zone. And then here we got this this doji candle that is also kind of letting us know price can turn around here. You can re-enter, or if you miss the first entry, grab the second one. Right, but you can enter inside supply zones. You could go short at supply zone, and if anything, you might even have a tighter stop loss and a bigger reward than waiting for confirmation. And now your entry is looking like this down here, and now your risk is a little bit higher because you have to be placing your stop on the other side, right? It's a little bit more risk, a little bit less reward, but you have confirmation. So if you learn to balance that, sometimes you may want confirmation, like kind of like here today, like this is very choppy. You might want confirmation, where this here wasn't too bad. It was a clean pullback to this here, and we got two bounces off of the supply zone. You could just enter in there. I notice here we got a little fair value gap here from the buy side that we tapped into. Price is pushing higher. We closed above the opening range, so market is looking bullish right now, guys. Let me move this out the way. Market's looking bullish right now. We could be going up here, possibly. But we still in this range. So you have to consider, there's many things you have to consider when you trade it. You have to consider where the sellers are strong. You have to consider where support, where resistance. Are you entering? Right? If you're entering up here, right, you're a bit far away from support. So with that being said, you might be too far from your protection, because if you sell at if you buy a support, like for instance down here at this previous day close, acting as support multiple times. They say you even took a buy here. You took a buy here. Then you have this kind of zone that's acting as support, and it's reflecting price as your protection for your investment. So you can go long there, catch a small scalp. So ranges, you have to be very, very quick inside these kind of ranges. It's a very small range. It's not giving a whole lot of room for error. So it can be traded, but you just have to be very experienced to get in here in this freaking chop, There it is. We got a strong buying candle here. Buyers are stepping in now. We got a strong buying candle here. Kind of tapped into this fair value gap, and now price is pushing. Okay, we got a change of character here. So market's looking bullish. I would probably look for some sort of support zone coming up. bad thing about this is that right now, if you pay attention right now, we're in a supply zone. Okay, price is very bullish. We're breaking above a 15-minute range. Okay, so even though it looks very bullish, we're still inside a supply zone, and this is where the market can trick you, right? Because you could go long here, right? You could go long here, and the next thing you know, it's a big fat red candle right here coming down, and then it's stopping you out. You're taking a loss because you bought at a supply zone. So you got to be able to think about risk, right? Is there danger selling where the sellers is there danger buying where the sellers live, right? That's what this supply zone is. It's a zone where sellers might be looking to step back in and bring price down. So for the moment, it looks very bullish, right? And it can trick you into thinking, okay, this supply zone is not gonna hold. I'm gonna go long. I'm gonna buy here, and then as soon as you buy, it turns on you right away. You see a big ass fat red candle, and then you're like, damn, caught me again. Caught me again. So you have to, you know what I'm saying? Assess the situation. Is this the best setup right now? No. If you take it, maybe you can consider going, lowering your risk. Maybe going for cheaper contracts or less contracts if you're on futures. What's going on here? Oh man, yeah, this market's kind of getting slow here, guys. It's getting slow. We got a doji candle here on the Nasdaq. And does anybody here know what the doji candle means? What does this candle mean? Okay. This candle means that there's indecision in the market. The market doesn't know whether it wants to go up or wants to go down. And we often see this kind of candlestick when the market is going to reverse. Okay, I said often, not always. It's not 100% thing. It's an often scenario, right? I'll point out another one here. Just a second on the ES. I'll make it nice and large for you to see. We got a doji candle here. What did the market do? go down. We got another doji candle down here. And what the market do from down here? Start to go up. Okay. So this is just like reading a book. When you're looking at these charts, it's like you're reading a story. You're reading a story, and each candle is telling you a different scenario, a different part of the story as it starts to develop. Then you can kind of tell which side you want to lean on the side that's buying or the side that's selling. Okay, so most cases you can have a strategy that tells the story of, you know, sellers being strong, right? Buyers coming in briefly, and then sellers continuing to push harder. Buyers buying back in, right? Sellers stepping back in here at the EMA, right? This purple line is 21 EMA. Sellers stepping back in even stronger, okay? This red candle stronger than this green candle. Okay. But one, it's bigger, and it's also the shape of that green candle is telling me that buyers are weak. It's telling me that price is struggling to cross over this EMA, and sellers are now getting stronger, right? This is a trap pattern right here. Right? This pattern often repeats itself. Whenever you see this pattern, you can bet your ass market's going to move lower. That's how I was able to catch those shorts this morning because of this pattern. If I showed you the line price action, you can see the drawing right there. You can see the pattern right there. Right? It makes two lows, a low and a lower low, and then it sweeps the high, and then it goes lower. That's the pattern. And you'll catch in that many different spots. You'll catch it. Let me show you a good one right here. Look at another one right here. Look at this one right here. So clean. Right? And then it came up higher. Sweep this high. And then immediately came down. So same thing here. Same thing here. So you want to try to learn some patterns, right? Try to learn some patterns that you know are good to trade. This is one of my favorite ones. I learned this one from my mentor, Joseph James, on the YouTube. Guy's nice with it. Guy's nice with it. But yeah, this right here, right now, is kind of so. Like I said, we're just reading the story. Sellers were strong into the open. Price is in a range. Selling into a range. Okay, so oftentimes, what that lets me know is that let me go down here. Okay, explain it to you real quick. But you know what? Let's keep this one up because I know you guys like the Nasdaq. You guys like the Nasdaq. Let me take this away. Move this here. Okay, so if the case is we're on a downtrend, into a trading range, it's because market is looking to probably reverse. Okay, so this is market structure. Market is making lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then it starts to range down here, right? It's coming down, and then starts to range at the point it is finding balance in the market between the buyers and the sellers. and that's why it goes into a range. There's a balance of buyers and sellers in the market. So this could mean that price might be looking to go higher, right? We're seeing that the buyers are still strong here at the supply zone. So we could, like I said, we could go a little bit higher here, right? We have a trend line coming down, acting as resistance. We could go up to it. Or we could see now that there's two dojis, right? We have strength from the buyers, two doji candles. So two candles without basically any direction. So we got strong direction to the upside, no direction, and then we have to see what candles forms here, because this candlestick hasn't formed, so we don't know what it's gonna say. Now we're seeing this bearish candle now flip, right? This bearish candle is looking very strong now, flip bullish. This is where I would jump in long and maybe catch a quick move before. By the time we reach this resistance, I'll probably get out here, or I take some profits there, and then we have an order block here. I can take profits there. Place my stop below the opening range. So right now you would take us along right there, boom, and then that's it. You just let it play out. Buyers are strong, so everything's moving in your favor. This is why I drew this little trend line here, right? This is why this little trend line, so this uptrend is right here right now. We're breaking out of the range upon strength on the buyers. Okay. What I liked about this is that this candle was very bearish and kind of baiting sellers to sell, right? Baiting sellers to take a position short, and then it immediately flipped, and it's looking very strong, very bullish, very quick, like, you know. So you could catch it long. At least up here, I would catch, and I would scalp this on the way up. I'll take a little bit of profits here, because I don't know if this continues to act as resistance. Or you could just watch it, right? You could just get in there and then watch it go up, and be very careful here, because we also have the VWAP as well. So I wouldn't go full size on this trade. I would probably go half. Right? If I normally buy 5 contracts, I'll probably buy 2 or 3. And I'll give it room, right? Because we have a very rangy type of market. So I'll give it some room. I'll lower my size, you know. And then I would just watch price. Just let the candlesticks form. You don't have to react off of every single candlestick. You can just kind of let this play out. If it plays in your favor, great. If it fails, then you just take a loss. It's no big deal. You know, you just wait for the next opportunity, and then just be a little bit more cautious. You could also just let the slide, not take the trade. That's also an option. Going on up still, guys. Market's going up. They got a strong trend right now. It's a little choppy because I said earlier, FOMC days, they're gonna tend to be a little choppy, you know. Market's pushing. Let's see if we get through this line of resistance. We got a previous high right here, so there's liquidity up here. This could be a target. Right? This supply zone could be another target. Yeah, buddy. Here we go, man. We're going on up. We're going on up. Yeah, we might be going up here. Sweep this joint. Sweep this. Maybe. Start to see some movement to the downside. We're starting to create some separation from the 21 EMA. 21 EMA down here. Price is all the way up here, indicating very strong momentum. What you don't want to see is probably a close below here. Would be nice if we stay above this high as the price pushes up. All right. Extend 30, guys. Extend 30. We're getting close. We'll see. I want to see this move develop, and then after that, we'll call it for the morning. But let's see if the market continues here. I want to see where this ends up going. And we could be going up here. This might break and pull back. Do something like this. But we want to see quickly price get above the 200 EMA and the VWAP. I want to see quickly the price move higher. I don't want to see price chill here for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Price has to have momentum. It has to have volume for it to push and break past this resistance here. Alrighty. We can see on the ES, every dip has been bought. Every dip has been bought on the ES. I'm not sure if this is manipulation, if this is actually true. That there's a lot of buying down here. If we get a pullback to the 21, I want to see the buyers quickly blast us up. If I'm on longs, I'm not on any trades right now, but I'm just speaking, you know, because we are on an uptrend right here on a small time frame, and price is kind of pulling back here off this resistance. If I am long here, I want to see price. Okay, it can pull back, that's fine, but I want to see buyers quickly step back in as soon as we get close to the 21 EMA for me to think, okay, this has the potential to go higher. All right, sellers are stepping in now. Sellers are now stepping back in. We're kind of breaking the low of this uptrend here. I'll be very careful if we close back below this area of resistance, or this area right here. Okay, buyers are still showing up, battling it there. Maybe we could be getting some kind of flag. Some kind of flag up here. Que lo que? Who's taking a trade today? Is anybody on a trade right now? Anybody on them longs? Who on them longs right now? Alrighty, guys, it is 10:40 and the market's getting even slower now. It's getting kind of choppy, slow, it's ranging, it's everything. I think we'll call it a day here and wait and see what happens for the FOMC minutes announcement, and then we can go from there and maybe scope out the news and see what's going on around that time. But right now we're breaking out of this uptrend. Be careful with your longs if you're on longs. You want to see your support here at resistance. You want to see support. If this is pulling back, you want to see buyers quickly buy this up as we get close to the 21 EMA. If not, might be a good time to exit those longs if you are longs. Okay, if you didn't take a trade, well, that's fine too. Let's see what we got here. This is looking more like a rising wedge. It's looking more like a rising wedge there. Okay, there it is. We get some buying here at the 21. So yeah, we might be pushing up here. If you want to take that shot, take it, but I'm done for today. I'm not taking any more trades today. I'm good. This market is just not interesting enough for me to invest into it. But hope you guys had a great day, had a great morning. Hopefully y'all made some profits if you did take some trades. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining the live and have a great rest of your day, y'all. Peace.